Hi everyone, this is Dr. Udrak Lectures. Today we'll be talking about the physiology of blood. Blood is known as a connective tissue in fluid form. It is usually considered as the fluid of life because it carries oxygen from the lungs to all other parts of the body and carries carbon dioxide from all other parts of the body to the lungs. It is also known as the fluid of growth. It is called the fluid of growth because it carries nutritive substances from the digestive system and hormones from the endocrine gland to all other tissues. Blood is also called the fluid of health. It is called the fluid of health because it protects the body against infectious diseases and also gets rid of waste products and unwanted substances by transporting them to the excretory organs like the kidney. Now let's talk about the properties of blood. Number one is that blood is red in color. Now, usually arterial blood is scarlet red. It is scarlet red because it contains more oxygen. And then the venous blood is purple red in nature. It is purple red in nature because it contains more carbon dioxide. Now, the average volume of blood in a normal adult is 5 liters. In newborn babies, the volume is about 450 ml. This volume increases during growth and reaches about 5 liters at the time of puberty. In female, the volume of blood is slightly less and is about 4.5 liters. Blood is slightly alkaline in nature and its pH in normal condition is about 7.4. The specific gravity of total blood is about 1.052 to 1.061. Blood is 5 times more viscous than water. The viscosity of blood is more than water because blood contains red blood cells and also contains plasma cells. Blood contains the blood cells, which are called the formed elements, and it also contains the liquid portion known as plasma. Now, blood consists of 3 types of blood cells, which are the red blood cells, which is also known as erythrocytes. We have the white blood cells, which is also known as the leukocytes, and then we have the platelets, or we can call it thrombocytes. If blood is collected in a hematocrit tube along with a suitable anticoagulant and then centrifuge for 30 minutes at a speed of 3,000 revolutions per minute, the red blood cells settle down at the bottom, having a clear plasma at the top. The plasma forms about 55% and the red blood cells forms about 45% of the total blood. The volume of red blood cells expressed in percentage is called the hematocrit value, or we can call it packed cell volume. Plasma is a straw-colored clear liquid. It contains about 91 to 92% of water and about 8 to 9% of solid, and it also contains gases. The solids are the organic and inorganic substances. The organic substances are the plasma proteins, for example, albumin, globulin, and fibrinogen. Amino acids like the essential amino acids and the non-essential amino acids. Carbohydrates like glucose, contains fats as well like triglycerides, cholesterol, and phospholipids. It contains internal secretions like hormones. It contains enzymes like amylase, carbonic anhydrase, acid phosphatase, alkaline phosphatase, lipase, esterase, protease, and transaminase. It also contains non-protein nitrogenous substances like ammonia, creatine, xanthine, hypoxanthine, urea, and uric acid. Then also it contains gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen. Examples of the inorganic substances are sodium, calcium, potassium, magnesium, bicarbonate, etc., etc. Now let's talk about the functions of blood. Number one function is that blood carries out a nutritive function. Now, nutritive substances like glucose, amino acids, lipids, and vitamins that are derived from the digested food are usually absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract and carried by blood to different parts of the body for growth and production of energy. Blood also exerts a respiratory function. Now, the transport of respiratory gases is actually done by the blood. Blood carries oxygen from the alveoli of the lungs to different tissues and carries carbon dioxide from the tissues to the alveoli. Blood also exerts an excretory function. Now, waste products formed in the tissues during various metabolic activities are removed by blood. They are carried to the excretory organs like the kidney and the skin for excretion. Blood is also important in the transportation of hormones and enzymes. Now, hormones which are secreted by endocrine glands are actually released directly into the blood. The blood transports these hormones to their target organs and tissues. Blood is also responsible for transporting enzymes as well. Blood is implicated in the regulation of water balance. Now, water content of blood is freely interchangeable with the interstitial fluid. This helps in the regulation of water content of the body. Also, blood is implicated in the regulation of acid-base balance. The plasma proteins and hemoglobin act as buffers and help in the regulation of acid-base balance. Blood is also important in the regulation of body temperature. Because of the high specific heat of blood, it is responsible for maintaining the thermoregulatory mechanisms in the body. Blood is also implicated in storage function. Now, water and some important substances like proteins, glucose, sodium, and potassium are constantly required by the tissues. So blood serves as a ready-made source for these substances, and these substances are taken from the blood during conditions like starvation, fluid loss, and electrolyte loss. So it serves a storage function. Also, blood plays an important role in the defense of the body. The white blood cells are responsible for these functions. Now, neutrophils and monocytes engulf bacteria by phagocytosis. Lymphocytes are implicated in the development of immunity. Eosinophils are responsible for detoxification, disintegration, and the removal of foreign proteins. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and hit the subscribe button.